Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for March 16th, 2022, also being timeless. So wherever you're catching this in time, this might be really relevant to you or horribly irrelevant. Maybe it's a good show, maybe it's funny, I'm not quite sure. It's general collective. Don't force this to fit your life. You can always let this fall away. Whether or not it makes sense, you can always reach out, ask questions about booking your own private session, see what services I provide, see what might be right for you. I don't know. Let's see. Pricing, sales, time zones, and availability. I've extended hours. Anyways, so I'm still shuffling, but I decided to start this anyway because just even based off of the mini reads alone, there's something that is really a challenge that's happening in the collective. And I know that you're probably experiencing this on some level. So I just wanted to, first off, it's being validated in the cards that I've already pulled. So I know that this is a collective problem as much as we hate it. All right, I wanted to talk about it because in the collective, it seems like we are experiencing not necessarily a tower moment. It feels like it's more along the lines of watching the burning embers of what just went up in flames in our life. And I see all of these people who are trying to still grasp the situation, still trying to hold on to either some relationship, it doesn't have to be romantic, but some important relationship in their life, or trying to hang on to a toxic environment, whether it's work or private. But what I'm seeing is it's not the hopes that it's going to change, it's the thoughts of maybe it's not as bad as their head is playing it out to be, or, you know, maybe they can somehow fix it. There's a lot of ideals around the situation that individuals are clinging to, either that or they're waiting for a better time in order to leave some sort of a situation in their life or just move beyond it. That's actually, it's still crumbling. That's the thing. So check out the mini reads at the end, absolutely. There was the regeneration in reverse in a few of them, and soulmates kept coming out in reverse too. So I do feel like this is on a personal, very personal level for a good portion of the collective. It doesn't mean that these aren't deep soul bonds or deep soul contracts that are coming into play. It means that they are incredibly deep, but they are riddled with incredibly difficult lessons. So what I'm seeing in the mini reads, what I'm seeing in this and what I'm telling you about is it doesn't mean that it wasn't, it doesn't mean that it was nothing. It means that it was really hard lessons that you somehow needed to learn. I don't like the idea of you struggling. I don't like the idea of you being in pain or suffering or any of that. So let's get that off the table. I don't wish that on anybody. But what I am seeing here is clinging on to some sort of ideal, and it's still crumbling and it's hurting you. And Spirit is telling you, let go. Let go, okay? I need you to let go. I need you to not do anything. I need you to rest. If anything, I need you to rest. It's not at the point where everything is a tower. I feel like the towers have already happened. Now it's at that point where it's in the embers, and you just need to watch and see what is around you. See it for the authentic, deconstructed mess that it is, and really observe it so that you can make a clear decision or receive the clear help. So it looks like there's a lot of help that is coming in for the collective from unexpected resources. And I do see this happening. I see that there is, first off, in the mini reads, and I'm seeing this reflected here, there is a major level of detachment and a major sense of failure, but also still this fear of, I have to stay put. No, you don't. No, you don't. This is not going to change anything, you staying here. It's not going to get any better. It's going to continually be that burning ember on you. Why are you putting yourself in that situation? And this is even talking about how stressful this is on you, your body. Good God. So look, this is talking about your stress and how it doesn't have to be this way. You can go through the grieving process of this in a more kind and maybe productive way for yourself. This is involving something that is very personal to you, and it does feel one-sided. I do feel like there was a lot of effort, probably on your part since you're watching this, to have either corrected the situation, remedied the situation, heal the situation, heal the person. We all know how that goes. Spirit is saying, listen, justice has been served. Karma, all of that coming into play. And it really, I hate it that it's affecting you in this manner. I hate the emotional stress or even the physical stress that this could have caused you. I do feel like the battle was divinely put in place. Again, I don't want you to be there, but this is where it's showing me that you're at. Everything is in motion, even with whatever that battle is that you just went through. This is adding a new spark, but you're not ready for this spark yet. There's a lot that is about to be ignited, but you need to rest and breathe and recover. Recovery is a major thing with this. And, you know, you learn about this in, well, if you take any sort of physical education or physical training or whatever the training is, it's not in the strenuous work that you see the result. That's where all the breakdown happens. That's where you start to see everything get ripped apart. When it settles, when it starts to recover, that's when you start to see tissues recover. That's when you start to see lives recover. That's when you start to see the system or the situation remedy itself. All the truth, all the results get brought to the top. And that's when you start to see the actual payoff and start to decide where you are going to take this next. So there, you are not ready to launch into that, but that is saying this is kind of what you can prepare yourself for. So I'm still being pulled to, no, I'm not. Okay, I'm being pulled now to Wisdom of the Oracle. Bottom of the deck, I weirdly pulled 2. Oh my God, shut up. Chop wood, clean it up. You know, look at the coloring on this. It's murky. Okay, we can go with the idea that murky waters, they're not going to find your way through. You might as well let them settle. Yeah, let's do that here. Let the waters settle. Keep yourself either mentally or physically busy. Just do the necessities at this point. When you get clarity through doing the necessities, letting everything settle, that is when you will be able to start cleaning it up. When you'll start to be able to either let go, release, purge, have a garage sale, but you'll be able to let this situation actually go. And I do feel like there is a sense of letting some physical things go. All right. Spirit, can I get some clarity on the clean it up? Because I don't feel like that's it. So we have this, I picked up the deck and this was left at the bottom. So treading so lightly, the cleaning it up. I see the half-hearted attempt in there. Why? Because you think that something is going to come back at you? You think that something is going to come charging? No. Whatever is gone is going to hang back. So I see it as it would be incredibly impulsive and irrational for whatever this is to come towards you, especially at this point in time. Not feeling this. All right, so we got that. What about this? It never felt right, did it? It never felt quite right. Something about it was missing. Something about it didn't connect the dots. I know that this is something that there was a lot of ideals around, and there was a lot of effort in this. I see also that it's not where you belong. It's not your landing point, and Spirit is not going to entertain the idea of you staying there. So no matter how much the situation was tried to be remedied, no matter how much people tried to make something work, you may have noticed that it always ended up in a personal, I don't want to say that word right now because it's going on in the world, a personal battle. It always ended up in an excruciating battle. And I see that this, despite the efforts, was meant to crumble. It had to crumble. What did it have to crumble for? Well, we're about to find out. TikTok is making an appearance. It might be the app. It might be a timely manner for something that is coming in. Maybe it's a little bit of both. All right, it's like the internet cable channel, for God's sakes. I know that probably sounds so incredibly stupid. Go ahead, have fun with that. All right, so it's because this was all part of your transition. And we have these bad boys. It's showing you what can be, but I also see the quality of your daydreaming kind of being repressed, and probably because of this situation. So let's see. Yeah, your guards are way too high up right now because this is it's in ruin. You have been effectively, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, somehow damaged in this. But it's repairable. I'm not saying that you are damaged goods and nothing good is going to come of this. No, I'm not saying that. This is saying your guard is way high up. You're not going to let anything in. You're not going to let any insights in. You're not going to even let yourself dare to dream about anything coming in because you're just done. You're hurt. So Spirit is saying, I have my ways. Go to sleep. Time for a nap. And I think that is so incredibly perseverant of your spirit, because even if your guards are up, even if you don't want, you don't need, you don't want to entertain, you don't want any of that, you don't want it. This is saying your higher self believes in the tomorrows that are coming your way, believes in the connections that are coming your way. And even if you can't see that now, there is almost a soulful willness to move on, to move forward, and to experience this life that you have set out for yourself. And I'm remembering now certain conversations that I had with some people close to me who this reading could weirdly fit right now. So I'm going to mention that to them. And I'm not going to be like, watch the video. I can't do that. That is so awkward. That's like the band wearing their own t-shirt. No. Okay, so the time for the nap. What is this going to do? Spirit is so snarky. Listen, what is this dreaming going to do? It's going to get you to sit down, shut up, and listen. Really? That's really funny. You're not far gone. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not a lost cause. It is still meant to happen for you in this life. Not the lost cause, not the brokenness. Let's clear that one up right now. You, my dear, still have all of the hope in the world. You still have all of your intensity, your love, your nurturing, your dreams, your ambition, all of that still inside of you. It's in a safe and secure place while you deal with this situation. And I know that you just don't want to look at it right now, but Spirit is telling you, you can have your upset right now. It will let you honor that, but it's not going to let you stay in hell. It's not going to let you stay in ruin. It's not going to let you believe that life isn't worth any of that. There's a reason for all of those lessons, but there's a reason why it's trying to get you to rest and let your guard down so it can actually contact you. It wants you to know that it got rid of everything that was going to harm your life any further, and that it wants you to remember who you are, this playful aspect of yourself, this beautiful, innocent creation that came into life and experienced life and now has all the wisdom with it. That wisdom is not your detriment. That wisdom doesn't take away from your joy in life. It took away the joy for that time because those lessons were so incredibly painful and hard. Now it's time for you to start experiencing all that life can be. So this cleanse and detoxify, that's exactly what's happening in the dreamlike state. You are going to rest. You are going to sleep. You are going to heal in those aspects. You are going to be told in the most passive state that you will allow just how lovable you are, how worthy you are, and how good things are coming your way, and how this hard lesson, this hard road in life for you was not for nothing. So let's see where this is leading. Where am I being pulled to right now? Is it this? No, hang on. I'm being pulled to a deck and none of them feel right, so I kind of can't just go with it. No, this is weird. Okay. All right, Wisdom of the Avalon. Okay. So what is this leading you to, my dear? The Hawk, omens and messages. It's leading you to the truth, the hidden truth that probably was hidden in plain sight. Isn't that the kicker? Your truth, your reality, everything that you've been looking for hides in plain sight. It's just we tend to overlook it because, well, I guess we're trained to believe that everything has to be difficult. Your truth is going to be revealed. And then we have the serpent. So the healing has been in the way of you seeing that truth. You've been in too much hurt to see what it was in front of you, and it was probably right in front of you. We get Merlin the Alchemist. It's the ability to create change and make things happen. This is so that you can be rebirthed with the sense of wisdom, with the sense of power, but then there's that curiosity and restoring energy and unconditional love and hopefulness as a child. So that's actually beautiful and obnoxious. We have the cow after this. It's the cow. The cow is all about nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. So taking care of yourself to the utmost degree, asking for more that is going to take care of that, and letting spirit show up for you in every way, shape, and form. So, my dear, what is this all leading to? When you do the work, when you start to do the recovery, what can you expect at the next point? We have the law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. So this is a leveling up. Whatever you experienced and whatever your ideals were, you had those wiped away. You experienced the crumbling. Now you're in the embers part. We talked about that in the beginning. What you have to look forward to is the exchange of all of that pain for something greater in the positive sense. Not greater pain, not greater pain, not greater pain. Please understand that. All right. Not done yet. What is this? Yes. All right. So messages from, or angel therapy. Ooh, what? Hang on. I'm going to use my monkey toes to get this. I can do this. Oh, I did it. Now I have to get it over here. This is fun. You're going to see. Now I have a cramp. Okay. This pain is stemming from a past life issue. And I think that this, all right, this is, you are clearing out all karmic debt. The end result of this is clearly no more pain. Clearing out the past life issues, that is all involving fear and persecution with you, and also probably a life-death exchange that occurred. So the Ascended Master is powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers watching over and guiding you. So I do think that the one-on-one that you have with you in spirit is probably going to be a little bit more loud. And then we have the fairies, your strong bond connecting you to Mother Nature. This is all about your connection with spirit. And it's that everything does have its own language and its vibration, and you are getting into those vibrations and have a deeper understanding of the world around you. You, my dear, are expanding on the divine feminine front. So it's not even about action and authority. This is all about compassion, healing, and understanding and love. Express your divine feminine energy, embrace its magical qualities, intuition, and nurturing qualities. So this this caused you your life in the past, and there was karmic debt clearing out from you and whoever this was or whatever this was in your life. But Spirit is telling you that you really have nothing that you have to dwell on or worry about moving forward with this. The debt has been paid off. And let's see, I feel like I still need this deck. What is this? You're going to be safe and secure, and you don't have any reason to be afraid. And I do feel like you will be speaking your truth. Nobody is going to hurt you for being outspoken again. What is the chance missed? Okay. You don't have to learn this again. You don't have to worry about anybody else coming in to make you feel like you are less than deserving. This is a real powerful sense of self. Final cards. Yeah, you're moving on to greener pastures and building your empire. That's all that I gotta say. You are dispelling, getting rid of, tossing out any self-doubt or doubt of what you are capable of. God help anybody who even looks to get in your way down the road. This wasn't for nothing. I need you to know that. But this is concluding your daily Tarot Oracle, your daily insight on life and love for March 16th, 2022. Also being timeless, you're finding your place and your people. If you have questions about booking a private session, again, go ahead and find my the email in the description. Find me on the social platforms. I do have my new Instagram up. It's at Raising Savek, and I will tag it in all the videos I put on TikTok or anywhere else, because the old account that was hacked, still fighting it. Don't think I'm gonna get it back. So adapt, adjust, overcome. Let's rock this. I'll talk to you all soon. Stay safe, have fun. Bye. Okay. So here we are. We have this energy that is coming towards you of somebody who can't seem to get out of their own way. They're not getting anything done that they want to set out to do. I think that's the whole point. This is a continual state of wanting for this person. I see that somebody from the past is potentially trying to make an appeal on your emotions. No, don't buy it. There's a reason why you guys did not work out in the first place. And I know that this person is saying that they have changed, but I'm seeing the red flags all around this, and so is your gut. So this, I see the offer being made, but I see you not taking it. Great. Honestly, you're going to get the why behind why you're going to reject them very soon. It's going to be really apparent, because I don't see them giving up. In fact, I see them getting agitated with you. That's the best word I can come up with right now. They're the same person. They're saying that they have changed. They're trying to come to you in new wrapping paper. It's a load of crap, and you know that it is. The thing is, it took you so long to move on, so long for you to learn to be happy in the genuine sense. And what I'm seeing here is this person is bearing witness to your moving on. They're not different. I need you to understand that they're going to try and woo you around this whole entire thing. You know better than to go for it. You're going to get the result as to why almost immediately after, because when you say no to somebody who's trying to take from you, what happens? It's not fun now, is it? So I see that you've been working on your own thing. It took you forever. I think that it took you an extended period of time to get over the damage that this person has caused you in their life. Why would you go back to that? And especially knowing in your heart and your gut that they haven't changed. You're going to be happy that you said no. You're going to be happy that you passed on this. And I think that this actually might clear up some of the residual energy and anxiety surrounding this particular person. So what is your gift for passing that test? You got this one, baby. So I see some new breakthroughs coming in for you, and new changes that are going to be absolutely swift, and you're not going to have to fight for them. Who knew? All right, so hang on. This one card is, yeah, you might have an emotional hangover because of this person and them trying to reconnect with you. It's going to take a few days for you to feel probably at your balance again. You know that feeling where just before you fall asleep, you feel that kind of drifting and that settling and that calmness. You've already gotten through the day. You've already gotten through whatever stress it is that you need to. I know that some people go to bed with stress, but let's safely assume that that's not the case right now. That's where I think you are, in this cycle in your life. You've gone through all the crap. You've gone through all the major parts of stress. Again, we're going to have an emotional hangover over this. You're not quite asleep yet and ready to begin a new cycle. So what I'm seeing here is that point of being held still. You've left whatever this tragedy or whatever this pain was. You're not even harping on it anymore. But you're not ready to start something new right now. There's too much recovery that needs to happen at this point. So I see that instead of just plowing through this like you did everything else, you're going to give yourself the grace of rest. So what I'm seeing here is it's really important that you do actually let yourself rest, sleep, all of those things. I mean it. Rest and sleep if you can right now, because there's a lot that needs to be re-examined in that experience. So what I see here is, I think a lot of flags that were overlooked before, whether it's green, red, white, it doesn't even matter. But I see that you are going to see how you have slowly but surely detached but kept yourself in the same situation, and how you started to dissolve it. It almost seems like you don't know how you got to this point that you're in now from all the crap that has happened. This reflection is going to show you how you subconsciously dragged yourself out of it, and how you really stopped taking the responsibility of other people's crap, their projections, their traumas that were projected. I see a lot of disconnecting from other people's story in here. I do feel like this is somebody who has an extended time in your life, and I feel like this is genuinely what you are breaking away from. I don't care how long they've been in your life, whether it's been an hour or however many years, but something about this person has been pushing you away, and now the final thread has been pulled. So I see a new cycle that is very emotionally rewarding come in. Very cool. All right, so it seems like you finally got sick of whatever the pattern was in your life that has kept you stuck or kept you just in this state of loss. It's the only thing that's coming up ahead right now. So I see that you're completely done, over it, sick of it, can't stand to look at its stupid face anymore. No, I'm not giving this to an actual person. This is actually, I think, some sort of a long-term sabotage issue of your life. You're finally sick of it, and I can't give you crap. Been there. I see you grabbing this by the horns here. I see the most self-awareness and discipline that's coming out with you. I see you getting your crap together is really what it is. It feels really good for you. Like there is a sense of being content with everything that you're putting in, the hard work. I feel like it's giving you a new element of purpose in your daily activities. Yeah. You are working on self-mastery, you're working on yourself, you're working on your business, you're working on your grind. So this is completely changing your path. I do feel like you just pivoted. So there's this air of almost getting away with it. Like, I could have bitten the dust on that one, but I missed the bullet. I dodged that. Not a lot of people are going to celebrate with you, because there is a sense of you needing to still be stuck in that place for them to somehow watch you as if you're in a snow globe or an animal in a zoo. Ugh, that's tacky. Anyway, so I see the effort of people trying to either talk you out of this or almost belittling the actions that you're taking, somehow talking down to you. I don't want you to engage in any of that crap, and I don't see that you're taking it lightly. I see this as you getting really defensive and kind of putting people, excuse me, in their place. You're not going to let your emotions rule you. You're going to see the payoff and follow that. This feels very self-serving and empowering. And I want you to actually start not hoarding your success in this, but starting to take a visual stock of it, because this is going to give you the stamina to keep going. You're on an entirely new path, and this yields nothing but these sick levels of reward for you. So, hey, congratulations. Tell other people they can kick rocks. Well, something is completely volatile, rotten even. There's no shortcuts around it. There's no way to just cut it loose. There's a lot of repressed energy that's going on with this. There's a lot of repressed you that's going on with this. And that probably feels like why there's no shortcuts. This is a very overwhelming feeling. I feel like there is something that is very toxic clinging to you in your life, whether it's a life situation that you don't see your way out of or a personal situation that you don't see your way to get away from it. This has been a very conditioning and grooming situation with whatever this is. It does feel like it has you beaten down, you know, deep down that this is not right. It's completely messed up, and that you are way too close to the epicenter of this to see yourself or it clearly. I do feel like you're in the throes of pain with this. This is involving a person, and this is a very aggressive energy. I don't want you having to deal with it, but like I said, this is saying that this is not just something that you feel that you can cut yourself away from. Now, the reality of it, we'll see. Okay. Are you taking on too much of the blame, or is there a lot of projection that's going on where somebody just kind of has to hoard the responsibility of it? What I see here is this is a constant problem with whatever this is involving. It did not start with you. And I know that there's this element of wanting to fix things. Some things, the only way that you can fix it is by letting it go. And I'm not telling you to do anything illegal or abandon or any of that. I'm telling you, time to reassess the situation. You're not at the fork in the road yet. It's not time to get to the conclusion. There's still more about this that is crumbling. Now, if you're in an unsafe situation, I don't care what the cards say, get yourself some help, use your resources. This is definitely coming to an end. You're going to be ready when it's time to take the leap, and this is the regeneration. But you're watching everything go up in flames right now. This is directly affecting you. And let's see, what is the guidance? And again, remember what I just told you. Okay. The guidance is to be in the present moment and try and watch this attentively as possible. Maybe I'm not saying that right. But you can't romanticize how this used to be, and you cannot dwell on what could possibly go wrong. This is all happening in this fluid motion in time, and there are certain steps that you need to take, but you need to start planning out those steps. It's going to be coming apart, and it's time for you to start cleaning up your life so that this can fall apart. Okay, so there's a problem, but it's a challenge you're going to overcome it. That's how we got to look at these things. Anyway, you watching this, look at what we're starting this off with. You're not thinking right about some particular person in your life now. I don't think that your mind is wrong. I think that it's overanalyzing the entire situation. You're not going to get the truth the more that you dig for this. You've overdone it right now. Spirit is telling you, rest. The truth is going to come to you. The truth is going to reveal itself about this person. This is a very deep bond in your life. I got it. This is somebody who is probably very important to you. I don't care if it's romantic or not, but I got it. This is a very tough lesson in dealing with this kind of person. And listen, what you're doing right now is you need the truth in order to know what to do next. If you keep digging at this, you're going to be stuck for quite some time, and you know that. Something is coming apart in your life. Maybe a lot is coming apart. Maybe you're having these crazy realizations, but surrounding this person, you're not quite sure yet. So what I'm seeing here is step back. There's too much an emotional connection for you to see this clearly. Let this person step up and show you who they truly are. And I do see that you will be getting some sort of insight from somebody who can see this at a clearer perspective. Now, this isn't going to be just from somebody. I see that this is going to be an important message from somebody who you really care about and admire and really respect their wisdom. So this might be a situation that is recurring in whatever this connection is. So it feels like you're repeating a pattern. You are not repeating a pattern. You are looking at this through fresh eyes because you have got to close off whatever this cycle is. And you've been closing off a lot of things. And this is telling you, you are going to get a genuine insight on who is loyal to you by how they are showing up and revealing themselves. So that being said, what can you expect from this? Knowing what is not for you. Seeing that certain people are not going to be for you, regardless of how amazing they are. Not everybody is going to fit your life. It doesn't mean that you ghost them. It doesn't mean that you abandon ship or anything like that. It means that you don't have to make that part of your focus. And then we have by the book. You need to make space for what is coming into your life. And that's why you need to really recognize what's not for you, because overloading your plate is going to, in the most figurative way, unalive yourself. It's gonna unalive. But I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not saying that. Please don't take it that way. What I'm seeing right here is this is coming in a timely manner. So it's out of your control right now. Let people show you who they are so that you can see who you can let in. Man, these themes of reading today are just completely unhinged, and oh my God. All right, whatever you are trying to cling to in your life and it keeps crumbling, it keeps crumbling. Stop resisting what needs to crumble in your life. All it's going to do is hurt you while it's still following suit of what it must do so that you can actually, I guess, get into a more destined path. You're not ready to leap forward, or at least that's what you're telling yourself. All right, this is what we are looking at. Loyalty is the heart of the matter here. What are you loyal to? So there's way too much an emotional connection to whatever is dissolving in your life. It's important to try and see this as an adventure and also absolutely divine, because where it's taking you, you got to think of the big picture. This is uncomfortable growth. I hate it, you hate it, we all hate it. It's not fun, but it's part of the journey. So this is what's telling me that you are not ready to step forward. Then we have the pain and the heartache of leaving behind even more painful and heartbreaking situations and people in your life. It's never easy to leave these now, is it? You could be solidified in your mind, you could be solidified in certain aspects of your life, but when it comes down to it, there are unexpected feelings of pain that get involved in this. It's part of the recovery. Now, it doesn't mean goodbye forever, but it does mean that you need to put in some separation right now, because there's something bigger that you need to do for yourself. You need to be very clear in what you are asking for, because this is a time of getting it. And doing it from an emotional imbalance is probably going to get you exactly the opposite of what you want, and masked as everything that you do want. So this is saying, figure out exactly what it is that you're reaching out for and why. It's not to fill a void of whatever this separation has been. That's never going to suit you. It's never going to suit you well. You were stuck in a place that was not meant for you for far too long. Just because you can play a part, just because you can force yourself to fit, doesn't mean that you belong there. It never quite felt in place. And if it did feel in place, it probably had this undertone of settling. Spirit's not going to let you do that with any of this. So this is why all this pain and growth is happening. Again, I hate it. I know that you hate it. But this is actually your path. You didn't deviate from it. You didn't do anything wrong. This is a point of realization and actualizing your life, your fate, your destiny, all that, and all the people who will be included on certain aspects of your path. So this is saying, don't think that you did anything wrong. You are finding your home. You are finding your place in the world, and it's never comfortable, but it's met with a great reward.